killed it tonight.
Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
One game at a time. Get this win.
You guys inspire us. We love you.
Next grand giveaway day. We'll be giving out a bobblehead of Cavaliers legend.
The Eastern. Take a look at the Cavaliers. They're in a position, Greg, to take a commanding lead in the series. Playing here in front of their hometown fans, they seem confident that they can get it done.
And every right to be so confident. I mean, they've had their doubters, but in reality, at this point, they've shown they can play with anyone.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. George is out there as Song. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Thunder. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. They get the rebound. A nice shot by Mobley.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Pass to Song. To the paint. Here's Thunder. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And here are the Cavaliers now after the basket by Washington. And here's Garland for three. It's good from long range.
Garland right now really doing a nice job of staying in perpetual motion.
It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's Washington. It's a three-point game. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
Yeah, I bet it was pretty quiet in that locker room after that game. When it hit overtime, it was a matter of which team had more energy left, and seemingly it wasn't them.
And the foul called on Thunder. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Garland. Tight defense on him. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Good work there as it goes.
And that's just a tough shot from Garland, taking the contact.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Hunter. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Washington's gone 0-2 from deep two. Takes it inside. Here's Thunder. Wizards passing it around. Shot clock at 6. And here's George for three. Rebounded by Allen.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
And he's good on the three ball.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with the rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Look at Thunder, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved. And, of course, Darius Garland, a little bit down the ladder.
I
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
And he drives in. Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Garland. He's got 5. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. So on the 4 for Washington. Now Sasser, still yet to score. Murray kicks to Hunter. Over in the corner, Sasser. And it's off from three-point range. Wizards leading by 5. The Thunder. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3. Cavaliers shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Cavaliers played an important role for them. He contributed 11 points, and along with that scoring, he brought some defensive intensity as well. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, he was sensational the other night, making play after play after play.
And that's what you want. Not only was the effort there, but how about the production as well?
He can do a lot of different things, so he falls into these different roles. Which will it be tonight?
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Tyson. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Here's Thunder, covered by Hunter. Over to the wing. Now Koulibaly. 5 on the clock with the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Here's Tyson. Shoots the 3. They get it back. Pass to Murray. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter, and bang, just kicks it out.
Here's Monsees. Here's Thunder. On deep. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. In the corner, it's Hunter. Buries it from 3-point range. Hunter's got 5 now.
Well, the footwork for Hunter there was really solid, able to catch and shoot.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Mobley, he's checked in for Murray. And it's Garland in for Williams.
Yeah, you can't leave Murphy open from deep. He doubled his 3-point attempts from year 1 to year 2. That's confidence.
Pass to Garland. Here's Tyson. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Wizards leading by 8. Here's Thunder. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Garland, the pass to Mobley. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Tyson. Rebound by Sohan.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
To the left wing. A 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Inside, here's Hunter, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Just getting inside as a wing can help you out a lot, and Hunter right there forces the defense to foul.
And both free throws good for Hunter.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Garland with it. He has 7. And there's Hunter on the assist by Garland. Hunter's got 8 here in the quarter.
What I like about that is Hunter did not rush the shot.
The Thunder. The Wizards working the ball around now. And Coulibaly gets it to go.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
There's a screen. Here's Sasser. Rebounded by the Wizards. They've led by as much as 10. To the inside. Here's Monsees. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And it's an 8-point Wizards lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Back to Hunter. Mobley sets the pick for Hunter. To the middle. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, the decision making a little bit better there. Hunter looking more comfortable on these pick and roll sets.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Thunder, guarded by Garland. Here's Thunder. 6 points for him. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And here is Garland. Launches it. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. Now, Coulibaly. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Thunder. Back to Coulibaly. Here's the screen. No good from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
This one for 3. Will not drop. He's shooting 3 for 8 and not happy about it. That's the Thunder. On the wing, Coulibaly. For 3, trains the three-pointer. Coulibaly's got 12 points in the game.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
And the foul called on Thunder. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Mitchell in for Marcus Sasser. Cavaliers making a switch here. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Number 1, Evan Mobley. Mitchell finds Garland. Back to Mitchell. Now here's Mobley. He's got 12. 5 to shoot. Allen dishes to Mitchell. From the arc. Offensive rebound. The tray. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Pass to Saw. Excellent D there from Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 8. 1:46 left here in the second. And here is Hunter. 10 points for him. Here's Mobley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. He's got 15.
First 3 of the quarter and third overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Here's Carrington. He's got 5. Off target from three-point range.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Garland.
Garland showing no lack of confidence on that jump shot.
Here's Monsees. And another miss by Washington. The Cavaliers shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Mobley with it. George picks him up. 14 feet away. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Washington leading now by 3. Here's Carrington. Connects from three-point range. Carrington's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Outside Garland. Nailed from three-point land. Garland's got 15 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Wizards out front. They lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Washington Wizards.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they needed most.
And credit their coach for a rather liberal substitute. Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers, they know a win would give them a big advantage in the series and take them one step closer to a postseason upset.
It's hard not to love an underdog, and I'm not talking about our underdog. I'm talking about this underdog. EJ, check this out. No easy wins here in the postseason.
And that is our...
Welcome back to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is the Eastern Conference Final. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Thunder. Allen with the rebound.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Mitchell outside. For the lead. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by Hunter. 18 points for him.
Yeah, that's too good a look to get there from behind the arc.
That's to Thunder. the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Mobley outside. Hunter finds Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Washington trailing. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. George with no one around. Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Mitchell outside. Hunter on the wing. Mobley outside. Mitchell sets the screen for Mobley. Garland the pass to Allen. Hunter kicks to Mitchell. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Wizards have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Thunder, guarded by Garland. George passes to Thunder. George with the screen on Garland. Thunder, no good on the triple. Cavaliers leading. In the corner, it's Hunter. Mitchell outside. Hunter kicks to Mitchell. Hunter sets a screen for Mitchell. Shoots from the elbow. Again, Mitchell missing.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Cavaliers have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. The 3 from Garland. They get it again. Allen's shot is off.
The defense, as tough as it comes right there, is a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's Thunder, guarded by Garland. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hunter, the pass to Mobley. Kicks it out to Garland. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Garland's got 20 points.
Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
George with the screen on Allen. On pass to George. Stolen by Mitchell. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Garland with it. He's got 20. Mitchell kicks to Garland. Pass to Hunter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Herder's such a talented swing man, and every year he seems to find a way to add a little bit of something to his game.
Wizards trail by 6. Here's Thunder, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat-out effort was not there.
Allen outside. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And Hunter getting enough room to find somebody to be hunted.
Pass to George. Here's Thunder, guarded by Garland. Here's Koulibaly. Buries the long-range jumper. Koulibaly's got 15.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
It's George on the wing. Here's Thunder, covered by Mitchell. Lets it go with a three. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got 11 rebounds in the game.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Fades. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Down low. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's a 9-point Cavalier lead.
And in the first half, it was a struggle offensively, shooting a very low percentage, but it hasn't prevented them from grabbing the lead, and now they're shooting it much better here in the second.
Pass to Mitchell. To the inside. Broke loose. Stolen by Garland. At the elbow, it's Mitchell. And the foul called on Thunder. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, it's a tough call, but he has to be better in avoiding contact on that play. That's his 5th foul, and one more, it'll be hitting the showers.
Marcus Sasser's checked in for Garland. Sasser can't hit. Wizards trail by 9. Drives to the hoop. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that. Play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Mitchell kicks to Allen. Pass to Hunter. Now here's Mobley. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Pass to Mitchell, beyond the arc. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And stolen by Mobley. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Mitchell. And another miss by Cleveland. Wizards trail by 5. Here's Thunder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
George, no good. Cleveland leading by 4. Pass to Sasser. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And Cleveland making a change here. Tyson's checked in. Clock at 6. Good on the triple. Tyson's got 6.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
off the Thunder. Koulibaly up top. There's the three. Drills the three-pointer. Koulibaly's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Wizards. He takes it in, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Cavaliers have been It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Sarr. Thunder is out there with George. And it's Carrington in at the 2 spot.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And now they're sitting on a command.
If they keep trying to blitz you, this is what's going to happen.